All right, so now you're essentially an expert on graphing lines and quadratic functions. So we also need to be able to graph these other functions as well. We're going to look at absolute value, we're going to look at cubic, we're going to look at square root, and we're going to look at cube root. So what we're going to do is we're going to look at one of these at a time. We're going to come up with the table from the graphing calculator, we're going to graph it, and then we're going to look at the domain and range. All right, so we're going to start, this video is going to be on absolute value. So if you were to go and you were to punch this into the calculator for absolute value. So first of all, the parent function. Now, a parent function is the most basic of that type of function. So like if we were talking about a line, the parent function would be y equals x. That's the most basic line you can have. If we were talking about a quadratic function, the most basic one would be y equals x squared. Very simple, very basic. Those are what's called the parent functions. So in the case of an absolute value, the parent function is going to be y equals the absolute value of x. So remember, absolute value is when you have these bars on either side, and what it means is the distance from zero. So if we were to put this in our calculator, and we can talk about calculator skills in class or some other time, you would get something that would essentially, you would get a table that looks like this. So the absolute value of each of these is basically if it's negative, you make it positive, and if it's positive, you keep it positive. So the graph of an absolute value function has this sort of shape. So where parabolas are very nice and smooth, absolute value functions are actually pointy. So they would look like this. And there would be lines. Whoops. Try that again. There you go. There's your absolute value function. Of course, it gets arrows on the end. Now you're going to be, when you go to graph these, you're going to have ones that are a lot more complicated. It's really just going to be a version of this, but maybe it gets like moved around or something. And so one way to remember that this one is supposed to be pointy is, first of all, you can always look at a picture of it on your calculator by clicking that graph button. But also let's remember absolute value has a V and the shape is a V. Now, what about the domain and range? Okay, so let's quickly review what domain means. Domain is left to right. All the values that are covered by the graph if we move from left to right. So if you look at this, this has an arrow pointing off in this direction. So if I'm looking to the left, this is going to go forever in the left-hand direction. And in the right hand, same thing. It's going to go forever in the right-hand direction. So what I like to do is I like to put a negative infinity because that's where this goes to, and then a positive infinity because that's where this goes to on the right-hand side. We're going to use interval notation to state our domain and range. So our domain in this case is going to be negative infinity on the left to positive infinity on the right, otherwise known as all reals. Range, on the other hand, is our top to bottom. So, I'm sorry, bottom to top is how I should say it. So domain is left to right, range is bottom to top. So this one actually has a bottom. Okay, it only goes down to 0. That's the lowest that this goes. And then at the top, it doesn't have a top. It goes off to positive infinity. So the range for this one is going to be 0, and I use a bracket because it actually touches 0. And then on the top, it goes to infinity. Now, that doesn't mean that every absolute value function is going to have the domains for all of them, I think, will always be this. But the range is changed depending on how we change the function. So you're going to have to calculate the range each time. You can't just say, oh, all absolute values have a range of 0 to infinity. That's not true. It depends on what we do to the function, which is what you're going to learn over the next couple of lessons. But domain, left to right, range, bottom to top. And in the next video, you'll look at cubic.